So I've been reading this book called Key Person of Influence, which is actually nothing to do with drumming or teaching, but it talks about this idea of being a functional person or a vital person. And it got me thinking about applying that concept to drummers. Like, are you a vital drummer or are you a functional drummer? And I think this is quite an interesting point in terms of like where you want to take your drums if you do want to do it as a professional career. Because when I think about me being 13 years old when I had the drumsticks in my hand, my heroes were the guys in the big bands like Lars from Metallica, Mike Portnoy from Dream Theater, and these are guys that have got big personalities, and whether you like it or not, whether you like their playing, because there's guys that are technically way better than them, they are vital for the sound of the band. If you take them out, they won't sound like the band that we love, at least in my opinion. Like when Mike Portnoy left Dream Theater, he was like my hero, and they've gone and replaced him with what I see as a functional drummer in Mike Mangini, someone who can play all of the drum parts, execute them perfectly, but it just lacks the humanity and like the organicness of Portnoy in his sound. So it takes back to like when I was at college as well, because we learned to play lots of styles of music, but one thing that I never wanted to do was to like back a singer-songwriter. I never wanted to be a drummer that sits there and just kind of plays the part, fits the role, gets paid to do this. I always wanted to be part of the music, and I think this is why I liked progressive rock so much and some of the more perhaps technical stuff, because the drumming was more at the forefront, and I would see the drumming parts, whether it's a particular beat or a particular drum fill, as equally as important as the vocal melody. And obviously that doesn't necessarily work in like pop music or something like that, but for me it's what's actually carried me forward in the bands that I've been in, always trying to want to be vital to that sound. So this is more of a talk, more of a rant than anything else, but I think it's important for drummers to know what they want to be, and I realise now that I'm never going to be the drummer that can fit into every scenario. I can't do a jazz gig. I can do a lot of rock stuff, I can do a lot of metal stuff, I can do funk stuff, pop stuff, but I don't need to try to be the drummer that I don't want to be. I want to be vital. I want people to hire me for being me, not to just fit a certain role. And who knows, it's probably going to cost me a lot of work, but being vital and being me has worked for me so far. So I think any musician out there should find out what really gets them going and not be afraid to go all in to being that person, being that type of drummer, being the one you want to be. And then people will hire you for your vitality rather than your functionality. Interesting.